weather on NBC 10 Boston, Boston's most accurate
All right,
forecast.
let's get back to our top story today, taking a live look. I know, Sydney Welch. They're having a lot of fun out there, right? This is at the College of Holy Cross in Worcester, where it is just a complete winter wonderland. You can see a few people out there enjoying the snow this morning. All right, Sydney Welch is joining us. You got to check out our forecast. Sid, you were asking me earlier. I love this. You go, did you see some snow this morning in the city?
Did you see it?
Sydney, I woke up and I'm just like putzing around the house, making coffee and stuff. And then I saw something like a glimmer of something out the window. And I go, what was that? And they were, the snowflakes were huge, like globs of snow.
Yeah, and that's because of the temperature. That's heavy, wet snow. I saw the same thing. I looked out and there were these massive snowflakes coming down, if you could even call it that. But temperatures were at 34 degrees where I was located, and that heavy, wet snow was accumulating on the grassy spots. It didn't cause too many issues on the roads right where I was, but I can see how it would, especially 2-3 degrees cooler in some spots. That's where you start to get that freezing on the road. So areas like Waltham saw just over ½ an inch of snow. Pepperell saw 2.1 inches. Logan Airport, just a trace. You know, Logan Airport is typically the outlier, and it was again this morning as it just saw a trace. So parts of the city just seeing those trace amounts. A lot of us, though, saw closer to that ½ an inch amount as far as snow goes for Boston. So at this time, we're watching that snow really tapering off. It is moving off towards the north and eventually will be moving out of even southern New Hampshire. Some rain still along the Cape, but we're basically good to go. We have one more thing to keep an eye out for as we go through the afternoon. That's not including the cold temperatures that are on the way. This is just including precipitation. So as this system is going to be blowing by, it's pushing out, it's pulling in the wind, and we're going to see some snow squalls developing. And what that is just very heavy snow in various spots that develops and pushes in, and that's going to be impactful if it does move overhead for you. So it's hard to predict exactly where those will move overhead, but they're kind of like thunderstorms. They pop up and then it brings in brief but heavy snow. If you get caught in it while driving, it definitely reduces visibility. I was actually caught in one on I-90 on Black Friday, and it was not very good. We were all going about 30 miles per hour. So it's difficult to travel in, and you want to pull over if you don't feel comfortable traveling in those conditions, especially if one is to come overhead closer to commute time. But it looks like for the most part, that's going to be between 1 o'clock and around 5 o'clock that we'll be watching for that. And then overnight tonight and into tomorrow, we're going to see gusty conditions. Even for this afternoon, we do have gusty conditions on tap, 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts for both Thursday and Friday. Saturday, still going to be staying windy out there. So we're just going to have to keep an eye out, because that means temperatures are going to feel even cooler. And while today's highs aren't all that cold, we do have very cold air that is on the way. So high temperatures in Boston, 43 degrees. That means that ½ an inch of accumulation probably won't make it beyond this afternoon unless we do see one of those snow squalls coming overhead for downtown Boston. 42 for Norwood, 36 for areas like Worcester, just above freezing in Worcester. So with that low sun angle, might be able to keep a lot of that accumulation on the ground. Now we're at Friday. These are high temperatures for Friday. 32 degrees for Natick, 32 degrees for Attleboro, 33 for Taunton, 33 in Boston as well. And that's paired with wind. So it is going to be feeling even colder. Friday, as you're waking up, feeling like 16 degrees for Norwood and Plymouth. Actual temperatures closer to the middle and upper 20s. Any water on the grounds could potentially be refrozen. Even into the afternoon, we will still have teens as far as feels like temperatures on Friday, but changes coming into next week as above normal temperatures will be taking over. So we're going from the low 30s to the 50s pretty quickly. So definitely a temperature swing coming in there. Low 30s for Friday, staying in those low 30s as we head into Saturday. A sunny weekend, but a chilly weekend. Then into next week, we have those temperatures making it to the middle 50s by Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, Sid, thanks so much.